The true story of Arthur Morgan. In the vast, untamed lands of the American frontier where the sun sets like fire behind mountain silhouettes and law is just a whisper on the wind, a boy named Arthur Morgan was born into hardship. His mother died when he was young. His father, a petty criminal, was eventually executed. By 14, Arthur was alone, until Dutch van der Linde and Hosea Matthews took him in. They taught him to read, to ride, to shoot, but more than anything, to believe in something bigger than himself: freedom, loyalty, and family. For years, Arthur followed Dutch like a shadow, believing in the dream of a better life. But as the gang grew and Dutch changed, the dream began to rot. Greed replaced vision. Blood replaced justice. And Arthur began to question the man he once called a father. Behind the gunslinger's hardened eyes lived a man of deep conflict, a soul torn between the outlaw's life and a fading sense of right and wrong. He'd seen too much, lost too much. He once loved a woman named Mary Linton, but he chose the gang over her. He had a son, Isaac, whom he barely knew, taken from him in a senseless act of violence. So Arthur buried his heart behind a mask of stoicism. Then came the turning point. A cough, a diagnosis, tuberculosis. Suddenly time was no longer a river. It was a storm closing in. But in that final chapter, something changed. Arthur began to make different choices. He gave food to the poor. He helped strangers. He risked everything to save John Marston, a fellow gang member he once saw as reckless, but who had a family and a second chance. He told John, "You gotta go. Don't look back." For them. In his last moments, dying and bleeding atop a mountain ridge, Arthur didn't cry out. He simply looked toward the sunrise, eyes filled with quiet acceptance. A life of sin, maybe, but an ending full of grace. Years later, as John builds his ranch, a blue jay lands quietly nearby. Some say it's just a bird. Others believe it's Arthur's spirit, watching over the life he fought so hard to protect. A silent guardian of a better future. Arthur Morgan was more than an outlaw. He was a man searching for redemption. And in the end, he found it. And that was the story of Arthur Morgan. For more stories, subscribe to the channel and like the video.